Hello, I hope you all are having a great day. It is December 16th, and today I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about, or really looking back at, uh, yesterday's severe weather outbreak, because as you can see, it did a lot. It set many records. We're going to talk about that, and I'm also going to look back at some of the tornado ratings from last Friday, and then I'm going to kind of look into the future, see if we could expect any more severe weather. Uh, but yeah, let's get started. So yesterday we had a very widespread severe weather outbreak, ranging from Kansas all the way up into Wisconsin. Um, the wind with this was something like I've never seen. Uh, in especially December. That's just this December has been so different. Uh, with Friday and then yesterday. But I do know some areas got winds up to around 90, 100, and 90 and 100. We can see we had 54 high wind reports. That's 65 knots or higher. Uh, where we had those 54 reports. It's like the black boxes. I'm pretty sure yesterday also set a record for the most of those ever in one day. Uh, and also we had our first tornado ever in Minnesota in December. Uh, yeah, we're not gonna go through all these reports, but the wind of this was bad. There was a lot of tornadoes too. I mean, we can see 23 tornado reports in Iowa, Nebraska. So still, that's a very rare event for December. I mean, I did not expect that either. I mean, and then we go back to last Friday. This was the first part of our long track supercell or quad state supercell, from Monad, Arkansas to Sandburg, Tennessee. It's now rated EF4. Uh, the ground for about 80 miles. And then this was the St. Charles tornadoes. This hasn't really changed. It's still an EF3. And this was this is kind of like this tornado had like, I guess what you could say is this tornado was like the most well known originally. This was the second part of because I guess survey teams are thinking it lifted right around the Tennessee-Kentucky state line. And so we can see this is the second part of it, from Woodland Mills, Tennessee to McDaniels, Kentucky, 165 miles. Uh, we had a lot of deaths with this, like over 55 according to this. Um, and it's currently rated EF4 with 190 mile per hour winds. And then we have our, don't think this is, what is this tornado? Is this the Bowling Green one? No, this is just, maybe it is the Bowling, or wait, no, it's not. But two tornadoes that impact Bowling Green. All right, well, sorry about that. But yeah, so I mean, this December has set a lot of records. This December, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't even expect like this in like the summer months. I mean, it definitely be more common, but this is still very rare. Like, I mean, that's impressive even for like May or June. We go back to last Friday and total we have 87 tornado reports. So that's very rare, that's very very rare for December. Uh, yeah, let's look at the coming days now. Kind of what we're gonna be seeing as we go into next week. If we could be seeing really any more widespread severe weather. Let me get the convective outlooks here. Let me just start by talking about this. We do have a marginal risk in Oklahoma and Arkansas today, and tomorrow we kind of see it further south into Texas Texas and Oklahoma. But still, it's not really like a severe weather outbreak type scenario. We can see that front that's going to be causing that. Nothing looks too good with that for like really widespread severe weather. We can see next week we have the storm system that could impact the southeast. But it looks like it's going to start to get colder kind of after Sunday. I mean, it already has gotten much colder across the kind of this area here. Uh, Looks like it's going to get colder across the northeast. Uh, the south this December has been very above average. The weather's just so boring. In many areas in the southeast, the weather's just been very boring. Uh, Highs in like the 60s, just very boring. We can see though the GFS doesn't really indicate too much. I mean, out towards Christmas is as far how the GFS does start to indicate another storm system, but it still doesn't look that impressive. Uh, that's uncertain though, so we'll have to see. But for now, it kind of looks like severe weather. We won't be seeing any really severe weather outbreaks within the next week, so that's kind of good. Um, Take a look at temperatures in the GFS. Yeah, it's gonna be cold, to say the least, for really the northern plains, the Midwest. But still, the Southeast is, uh, I mean, still pretty mild. I mean, got kind of closer to average than they have been like this week. I mean, take a look at temp anomalies, and yeah, and it never really fully clears the South on the GFS here. Uh, but areas that kind of do remain cold are the Northeast and the Northern Plains. Look at those cold shots coming in, like big warm ups and then big cool downs. Uh, Pretty interesting. Let's go over to the Euro for temperatures real quick. Kind of get an idea of what we could be seeing as we go in the next week, temperature wise. So like Saturday, let's go to like Saturday afternoon. We can see, I mean, very, very cold across this area of the country, even down into northern Texas. I mean, Amarillo's at 30 in the 30s. Uh, Negatives in North Dakota. We can see mid 20s in Omaha, right there. Um, I mean, still 40s in St. Louis, 40s in Indianapolis. Uh, Cold across the Northeast too, with temperatures mainly below freezing and maybe 40s closer down like Long Island and New York City. The South and the Southeast, though, look at this, is still pretty warm. 70s, 75 in Macon, Georgia. 75 in Jackson, Mississippi. Uh, and finally, that front kind of clears the southeast. This is temperatures Monday afternoon. We can still see that cold air remaining up in the northern plains. Uh, South pretty cold. I mean, nothing like significantly below average or significantly above average for this time of year. I'd say this is pretty average. Um, Northeast pretty cold too. Great Lakes are kind of in like in the middle spot here in the Euro. But I mean, it's still cold, but nothing like you're seeing just further to the east or further to the west. On the west is kind of cold too, though. I mean, yeah, definitely think looks to be below average. And then yeah. Now I know this in like I've been kind of looking back at past years. And like this December, especially for the South, is kind of or Southeast. It's kind of like the area I was looking at because that's where I live. Uh, I've seen I mean, kind of a bit of lack of like cold, like it's kind of hard to explain, but like there hasn't been any really big cool downs in a good bit. Uh, like even last year at this time, we've already had like a pretty big cool down. Pretty big. Like I mean, at this time last year it was very cold across the southeast, due to the cold air damming on some areas like northern Georgia, areas of South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Um, but yeah, I don't really know why I started talking about that. But hopefully we'll get a big cool down sometime in the South, because that would be kind of nice. It's been a while. Uh, but yeah, I guess that's all I have for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I will be back either tomorrow or Saturday. But yes, goodbye.